Hey, great Wednesday evening. It is a beautiful evening in the city of Brownsville. It's just so damn hot, but still a beautiful evening. No wonder my color is off whack. Ah, it's kind of weird, but I always have this little setup going, and sometimes I'll forget. Good evening, Karina. Karina, you're the first one tonight again. Good to see you. Good evening, Sandra. We missed you on Monday, Sandra. Hope you're doing better. Um, it's just been a hot day. Bah. Not a good one. Hey, Joe, and I put that away. Hey, for Friday. Good evening, Saucio family. Jeremiah, I put that shirt for you in the mail. You should get it hopefully soon. Let me know. Andy, my man, Terry, Virginia, buenas noches, Enrique Martinez, and Patty Morales, Lopez Lobos represented tonight. Tony. Hey, Tony. Tomorrow, good evening, gentlemen. Tomorrow we'll have Judge Luis Sorolla on the show tomorrow. That'd be awesome. Bien puntuales, siempre a las 9. Diana, buenas noches. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, guys. You guys are number one. Let's keep it that way. Preach one. Good evening, Lupita Hermosa. ¿Cómo estás? Hilda. Hola. Es me. Hello, guys. What did you think about Kamala Harris' speech today? Not much. I'm not a Kamala Harris fan. I wish it would have been Tulsi Gabbard. I like Tulsi Gabbard. Pati Morales, Marco Garibay, bendiciones, muy buenas noches, Juanita. Sí, Jeremiah, yes, no, thank you, I love you. Pedro, buenas noches. Eleazar, good evening, Goat, and Frankie. Vamos por unas caguamas. No, I don't drink anymore. Hey, vatos locos forever. It's just a rock. Thank you so much for Folger's Coffee. And thank you so much for my amazing sandwich que ya llevo a la mitad. You can't see good. I already ate half. It's good. Thank you all so much. Thank you for the food. Thank you for the coffee. Thank you for everything that y'all provide. It's really amazing. And an evening filled with mosquitoes, the PPI, the people fumigating drive-by like someone's chasing them. Yes. And the mayor has said that he's going to come on and give us an update in regards to the fumigation, but they have been a little busy. Saludos desde la Casa Blanca. Hola, Jose Coria. Las Vicky Caguamas. Guys, hot day. It has been a busy day, I think, for all of us in some way, shape, or form. It was actually a busy day for me. I had the opportunity to visit San Benito and then come right back because unlike a lot of the individuals out there, can't afford to go any farther than San Benito. I drive to San Benito, I run out of money, and then I come back because I'm poor. Good evening. Frankie, buenas noches. ¿Cómo estás?
How's it going, Erasmo? Good evening, world. It's been a busy Wednesday for myself. Hit the campaign trail after work. I met a lot of new people. All in all, it's been a positive feedback from our community. It's always good whenever we go out into the colonias, into the streets, and walk the neighborhoods, get to know people, and just always make ourselves accessible. I think that's very important for candidates to do, because it's so easy for people to, pay others to go put up their signs at different locations. But it's more personable whenever, one goes themselves, introduces themselves, talk about the platform, talk about the community. I've given out my number, my email, if they had any questions. So I think that's what our community needs right now. They want somebody that they can connect with. And that's something that I've been talking about for these past couple of days. So all in all, it's been a very awesome Wednesday. How I've previously mentioned, the campaign, we haven't officially started. Monday at 5 p.m. we'll officially be rocking and rolling. But as of right now, it's been 100 miles an hour so far. But everything has been nothing but positive at Erasmo. So hope to have a great show tonight.
Me too. Yeah, Tulsi. Look, I mean, very standout individual. Tulsi Gabbard. Served our military. Very well spoken. Right on point. I like the fact that she went after Kamala Harris during the debates. I mean, she slapped her silly. She went after everyone. The problem with debates is that even the debates were rigged for Kamala, for Tulsi. They were rigged because they were giving all the time to Biden, to Pocahontas. What's her name? What's her name? Pocahontas' name?
Pocahontas. What's her name? Warren.
Warren.
Warren. Pocahontas.
Maybe I'm watching too much Fox News in the morning. Pocahontas, Warren, and Bernie, Biden, and Warren. And I wanted to hear from the other ones. I also like Chang. I mean, I thought he was interesting. I didn't like Beto O'Rourke in the presidential race. He sounded kind of whiny, but I did like Chang or Wang.
Wang, no?
Wang. I'm getting everyone's name wrong today. Hey man, it's been a long day, guys. Give me a damn break. Anyway, but and of all of them, I like Tulsi Gabbard. I love Tulsi Gabbard. She just seemed really on point. So yeah, it's such a shame. I hate when the parties, they rig the elections. And look and look at again, and don't give me no hate mail, no hate inboxes, blah 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 blah, nada. But look at Trump's election when he was vying for the seat for the Republican Party. That guy wasn't selected to be the Republican candidate. I think they wanted anybody else but Trump back in 2016. And then boom. I mean, he just was winning, and everyone's going like, no. Did anyone even think that Trump was going to be the nominee for the Republican Party back in 2016? No. And all of a sudden, boom! That one wasn't rigged. The DNC one this year and last year's was rigged because last year's it should have been Bernie Sanders. Last year's, and that really ticks me off, and that really turned me off completely in regards to even considering the Democratic Party back then. I hate that they picked their candidate and didn't respect the process. Respect the process. It should have been Bernie in 2016. It should have been Bernie again in 2020. Should have been Bernie again in 2020. But if not Bernie, I wanted Tulsi or Wang, either one. Wang was fun. And Buttigieg. Buttigieg would have been a good vice president candidate, Buttigieg. He was young, very well spoken, didn't know anything about anything. He didn't know policy or any of the subject matter. But he BS'd really well. Good evening, Yesenia. Please, no hate inboxes, please. Great greetings from Lomas. Ya mero. Who are you voting for in November? I'm voting for Erasmo Castro.
I'm voting for Franco Yugo. Place
Arlie,
2.
So Arlie, and I want you to come out and vote for Erasmo Castro, please. Love you, Papa. Why is Kamala Harris labeling herself as an African American? Have you all seen her parents? So now she is Biden's BFF after she called him out publicly as a racist and female sexual harasser. She did. And, and that was one of the only things that I sort of liked about Kamala, that she was going after Bernie, going after Biden, like, and going, dang! And then she fell into place. Hi, guys, from Houston, Texas. Hello there, Cheese and Frankie. It's going to be an awesome ride. Preach, brother. Preach. I want to see some of those awesome dancing moves, Royal. You know what I'm talking about. Yee! ¿Qué onda, plebs? She's on the reservation. You're going to get some more hate mail, bro. She is. Let me get, where is my man? Right here. Good job. All right, guys. I'm getting my sound effects ready. I actually started to do sound effects. A rumor going around that idea schools have classes in school. What are your thoughts on that, Frankie?
I think it's a bad idea. I've been very vocal about postponing in-person instruction until January, seeing how the vaccine comes through, and just monitoring the numbers, because right now, even though we have a slight dip in numbers, we might be plateauing. The flu season's coming around, the second wave's coming around, so it's my favorite word is it's too soon. It's too soon. So I hope idea is not going 100% back onto the brick and mortars. But I if they do, I hope they follow all safety protocol. But in my opinion, that'd be a bad move at Erasmo.
It would be. Sorry, it wasn't racist. I just couldn't remember. But it's like people sometimes they make mistakes. Like sometimes instead of Erasmo, someone will say Ergasmo or something. It's okay. Someone even called me Erasmo. They did. They actually misspelled my name in the paper. They put the wrong name on my coffee cups. Guys, it's okay, guys. Calm down, bros. Good evening, Lewis. Sabanito may be a rancho, but their teachers get paid well, and they're getting a performing arts center. And let me tell you guys, it's trippy because I said it this morning. I don't know if you had a chance to see this morning's show, Frankie, but this morning I was talking about how all these communities around are getting a performing arts center, and this morning I said, pues ya no más falta. Because Harlingen has a performing arts center. San Benito's breaking down in regards to performing arts center. Edinburgh, I think PSJA has a performing arts center up there going to Corpus, where our bands, our choir students or band students going up there and record. Let me tell you guys. And then I said something this morning in regards to, ya no más falta que los Fresnos salga que they're going to do a performing arts center. And guess what? They are. They are. And I'm going like, what?
They better not get it before us, Erasmo.
They're going to. If we don't hustle and get a new board on in November, Los Fresnos is going to have a performing arts center before Brownsville.
And that's a ranchito.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it, but police officers, if you see Frankie driving 1 mile over the limit, not that y'all have speed traps up there in Los Fresnos, but go give him a ticket, damn it. Guys, they're getting a performing arts center before Brownsville. Ya no más falta que Port Isabel también salga con performing arts center y ya, me muero.
Don't say it because they will.
Me muero. Guys, wake up, folks. Wake up. Love you, John. So Harris just uses whatever race card is convenient for the moment. Oh yeah, it's all about the little
politics.
That little soundbite. Yes, I did. Woo! Kick him. Hello, future leaders of the ISD. Love you, Justin, my man. Hillary 2020. No. And I don't like talking too much about Hillary because I value my life. And I know that anyone that talks bad about the Clintons all of a sudden commits suicide. So, I don't want that to happen down here. They must have conferred with Sylvia. Sylvia, give back the money. Bernie supports socialism. What are the benefits of socialism? Not much. Not in America, guys. We like our capitalist system. Capitalism rocks. Biden, Harris, 2020. Okay. It's okay. I'm losing all my comments. Here. Sorry. President Trump is considered a disruptor of the rigged political system. Do you identify with Trump in that respects? Yes. Yes. Because let me tell you guys, and let's talk about this race real quick and the previous race. And sorry, guys, I don't mean to bore you. But no one thought that I was going to win the race back in 2018. No one thought I was going to win that race. No one. And a lot of the blah, 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 blah that's happening now, was happening back in 2018. So I tell my folk out there that are running for office, don't get discouraged. Some of the blogs were out there saying, que el Frankie no sirve para nada, que se come los mocos, and he doesn't wear socks, and harsh stuff like that. And guys, I tell people, the blogs just like to jab, blah, 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 because they need to put Erasmo's name up there in order to get any type of readership, because it just attracts people. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that no one expected me to freaked out. But part of the problem, Alpino, is that these individuals are so disassociated from the real people, And again, it's a presidential election. It's a different ballgame out there, And they're used to their type of politics. They're las pachangas. They're used to the mail-outs. And let me tell you, I know for a fact that right now I have one opponent. I know my opponent is going to go out there, probably throw out TV commercials. I mean, they have enough money to send the whole graduating class on a vacation to Italy, and a drop in the bucket for them. Like I tell you, I can't even go to San Benito. I have to turn around because I'm already out of money. So no, it's just a different type of race out there. But again, you fight it, and you fight every race as it was the last one. So do I identify in that respects? Someone disruptor to the corrupt political machine that exists here in Cameron County? Yes, 100%. That is my middle name. My middle name, 100%. And let me tell you, it's very, very corrupt and very controlled by the vendors. And all these people, like all these little rich kids that are running out for BISD, they've never set foot, but they've plastered the city with damn signs. Plastered the city with damn signs. ¿Qué les cuesta, guys? Honestly. The truth, ¿qué les cuesta? No les cuesta nada. Papi paga. Papi paga. It doesn't cost them anything, bro. It doesn't cost them anything. I don't drive a Porsche. I don't drive a Maserati. I don't drive a BMW that daddy bought. I wish daddy would buy me something. But no, what I'm trying to say, guys, is like, don't get fooled by the fluff, because that's what a blogger was saying. Oh, well, Richie little kid is out there posting that. He's got it won because he's out there posting a lot of signs, thousands and thousands of signs throughout the city of Brownsville. Guys, signs are placed by individuals in that excess when they have no platform. They have no substance. They have nothing. Nothing. And again, I challenge all the little rich kids out there that are planning, all the RGV 19 kids, all the Rancho Viejo 19 kids that are wanting to run for BISD now, have never stepped foot on in a public school. Those kids, I challenge them to come on here on a live, and look, if it's Frankie's opponent, I'll go one-on-one with Frankie's opponent. If it's my opponent, I'll go one-on-one with my opponent. But so they won't feel uncomfortable. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is that you have to have some type of substance. Look, and I'll say this, and we'll go to a different subject. You have to have a vested interest. You have to have. I have a vested interest. I have a vested interest because this is my community. I love my community. I'm down here in the dirt in my community. I'm out there at a Coke machine trying to save a little kitty. I'm out there trying to help a horse that fell in a ditch. I'm out there trying to find someone's lost dog. I'm invested in the community. So I have something to give. But when you have individuals out here that, have spent their life traveling the world to Paris, to Europe, eating caviar and lobster, they have no vested interest in the community. Look what happened to our superintendent. That is why we're struggling at the district, because our superintendent doesn't have a vested interest in the city, in our community. They don't. They can't associate with our people. They can't, because they are not one of us. They're Edinburgh folk. Him, his deputies, the guy from insurance, the guy from the CFO. They're all from Edinburgh. All from Edinburgh. They have no vested interest. You think they give a rat's ass if our food nutritional services and our custodians are catching the Rona in the buildings? you think they give a rat's ass that my students are going to start suffering because they don't have the devices that they promised them? They don't have a vested interest. They don't.
This election, Erasmo, is going to be one like no other. Remy Garza from the elections department for Cameron County, he stated that he anticipates over 50,000 voters coming out for this presidential election on November 3rd. And I'm very confident. I honestly feel that money is not going to buy this election. I think our community has come together and realized, the deep mess that the district is in. There is a black cloud over the district right now. And I think the community wants to be able, to know these candidates and to have some sort of connection with them. I think that's very important. And one thing that I've been very, very vocal about is saying that this seat, when we win, will not be mine. It will be ours. And I think that's what the community wants. They want to be a part of something. For far too long, these politicians have always, kept us in the dark in regards to, the back dealings that they've been doing throughout the years. So after November the 3rd, once elected, all that's going to change. Everything's going to be transparent. Our community through this platform will be able to be part of this process, of this movement that we're doing. So I'm very confident. I have been bashed saying that I'm not qualified, that I don't have enough money. But you know what? I have the connection with my community, and that is more valuable than any monetary, campaign fund that anybody has. So I'm looking forward to ruffling up some feathers and proving those doubters wrong, Erasmo.
100%. And look, guys, you have to have a vested interest, guys. It has to be important to you. It has to matter because, look, at the end of the day, we've had people from BISD pass away. It has not been addressed directly by the superintendent or by this board. They don't care. They don't care at all. And it's very sad that now they start coming out with a lot of propaganda. They start coming out with a lot of, we're putting up hotspots, puntos calientes throughout the city.
14,000.
14,000 puntos calientes in the city. It's not true. First of all, it's not true. It's not true because at today's meeting, the IT department stated that they only had 2,000. It's not true, guys. You can't say that you have 14,000 when you only have 2,000. Now, my beautiful friend Linda is asking in regards to the school supplies. Let me tell you what's happened to the school supplies, guys. There is a cluster going on right now at the district because they're trying to say the right things. And, when you're trying to say the right things, but you don't have anything to back it up, then you start to get into trouble because it's great. Oh, we're going to provide Chromebooks, hotspots, puntos calientes, and school supplies for the students. And we're going to start distributing on the 17th and the 18th. Well, guess what? We don't have 14,000 puntos calientes. We don't. And we don't have enough Chromebooks for all our students out there. Does anyone want to take a guess as to why we don't have it? Does anyone want to take a guess as to why the school supplies are probably not all going to be here by the time of distribution? Does anyone want to take a wild guess? Anyone? Well, I'll tell you. The reason that they're not going to be ready is because we had no plan. We had no plan. Look, guys, I was wanting to buy a camera, to set up a little camera on top of my computer. Oye, pues me arranco al Walmart y al Best Buy, and guess what? There weren't any. Nada. Nothing. I tried to get a nice little microphone. Nothing. I had to order it. And then when I ordered it from Amazon, I had to wait a little bit longer. Does anyone want to guess why? Because they were back ordered. They'd run out. They'd run out. Okay. Now take this into consideration. All of a sudden, most school districts throughout the country, most, not all, are saying, hey, we're going to do distance learning. Well, guess what? There's not enough equipment out there. There's not enough equipment. So a lot of the equipment that they promised to distribute on the 17th and the 18th is backordered, backlogged. So will everyone get their Chromebooks, their puntos calientes, and their school supplies in time to start school? No. But again, guys, you go back to the root of the problem. And and look, and I feel bad for my principals. I had conversations all this morning. I had conversations with my principals all this morning, guys, all morning long. And you know what they said? They said, Erasmo, we're going to get blamed for this crap. Because when the parents, go to pick up the school supplies and the puntos calientes and the Chromebooks, and they get told, sorry, and they were making line out there since 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, maybe earlier, and they don't get any. Who are they going to blame? Are they going to blame the turtle riding superintendent or the board? No. They're going to blame the people that are distributing and the principal. And that's what the principals told me this, guys. They said, Erasmo, yeah, we've had enough. We've had enough. They're making our job all the more harder. We see it. They don't see it. This is why, folks, they should have started preparing when? Back in March. Back in March. Does anyone remember that we were out here? Get a plan going. Start something. Do something. Because if we would have started by March, April, let's give them April. If we would have started in April, we would have had enough puntos calientes. We would have had those 14 magical puntos calientes that Philip was talking about. They're magical because they don't exist. Like unicorns. Like an ugly picture of Erasmo. They don't exist. They don't exist. Like Erasmo's girlfriend. Doesn't exist. Like Erasmo's love life. It definitely doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Zero. Zip. Nada. But what I'm trying to get at is that we should have prepared in April. Vision. Being proactive. That's all we've asked for, guys. We've got nothing. August is Steve Johnson syndrome. Awesome. Thank you, Senya. Olivo, I've been seeing your posts all over where I love people have them on the fence. I still don't have signs. Thank you, Arambul. You have my vote for sure. Thank you, Leon. Love you, my man. God bless you, Papa. Leon, hey, please use social media and let all my students out there, please, Papa, let them all know that I'm going to need them this year. Thank you, man. Love you. Hi there, Erasmo Frank. Mary Lou! Hey! Mary Lou, I was thinking about you today. Because I saw you on Price Road Church little live that they had today. I saw you on there and I said, oh, look, Mary Lou. Mary Lou and I go to the same church. They stop everyone at Los Frescos. Yes. Stop, Frankie, please. Give him a ticket. Hola, guapos. Hola, Belinda. What do y'all think about bullying the people out that live in Boca Chica? Yeah, no bullying. No bullying.
In my opinion, they're trying to lowball them. They're trying to give them peanuts on the dollar, pennies on the dollar. I'm all for giving them top dollar. Those people have lived out there in that area for many, many years. If they want them to relocate so bad, give them close to $500,000. Give them $1 million. Make it worthwhile. And then I would be all for SpaceX having their own community. But it's been apparent, from the very beginning that they've been wanting to force out these people. and how Elizondo said, they are bullying them. They're trying to give them, scraps for a lifelong memories that they've made, these people. So, it's kind of unfortunate, the big gorilla always comes and tries to, push their weight around, especially like a city like Brownsville. You would think that, maybe the county would have, I understand, they gave us some tax incentives. We could use that now with the COVID, especially with all the unemployment. But I would hope that Cameron County would be supportive of, SpaceX giving the residents in that area top dollar for their properties, hopefully moving forward.
Hey, Alma Madera, this gentleman of future VS. Love you, Marisol. God bless you, mi amor. I thought you were going to or could win. I thought you. Oh, yes. Let me tell you, if there was someone out there that had predicted that I was going to win, was Roman Perez, and that is true. And Roman told me, I guess, a couple of weeks after donating to my campaign. Thank you, Roman. Roman, after donating to my campaign, he said, "Erasmo, you're going to win this race." Yes, that is very true. Hola, hey, my man, Andy. I don't know if you got a shirt or not, but. Your family got a shirt. You got my vote. Love you, Papa. Love you all my heart. Your middle name is Trump. My middle name is Handsome and totally not fat. F Trump. You're one bad hombre, El Bad Hombre. Trump was sugar daddy for everyone with a check. Papi Trump, send another check to me and Leon.
Erasmo, didn't they say that they're gonna, Carlos? Didn't they say that we might get it either this week or next? I think there's gonna be a decision by tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So, hey, this is all politics again. If I was Trump, I would wait till early September, late September, right around election season, and say, hey, remember me in November. Remember November, but we'll see. Hopefully we'll get it sooner than later.
I want the check now. Boy, will buy you a BMW. Thank you, Royo. Debate. Who are the rich kids running for BID? Did any of them hire Sylvia's friends at Pinkett? Yes, they all did. But I don't want to mention their names because then, people start going out and looking for them. Guys, we have RV19 kids running for BISD. RV19 kids. They brought us the Rona. Now they want to bring us the Cabrona. Is that a bad word?
Well, he kind of just said it, so
just asking. Sorry, church family. I didn't know it was a bad word. Good luck, both of you. Love you, Ismael. Thank you, Papa. Oh, and thank y'all again. I took it off because estaba llenándolo for my watch. You can't see my damn watch, but you can see the shadow.
Hey, get me one.
It's awesome. It is one of these from Safety First Accessories. Thank you so much for the watch. I really love it. Good evening, Shayna. Well, the election is over. Make sure you pick up. No, this is where? Well, actually, Cecilia, it's funny, but I usually collect my signs over and over again because you never know. I'm sorry, but rich people will just be a prince waiting to be. No, thank you. I'm sorry, pero man, and I'm flojera. I'm praying for real down to earth people. Thank you. Love you. Erasmo, your scooter is better than their car. I love my scooter. To the gentleman with a white shirt, what are you offering BIC rather than Jamie?
I'm a BISD product. I do understand the rigors of, what students go through, which is very different from private school. I think that's very important. I'm also I'm certified to teach in the secondary. I went to school, majored in history and government in secondary education. I passed my certifications, my pedagogy exams. So I bring that to the table. I currently work for Cameron County, and I'm always proud to say, I'm an alumni of Leadership Brownsville. A group, an organization that molds future leaders to learn, how the municipal government operates. I will work hand in hand with our county and city leaders. We've seen how disrespectful leadership at the district have been due to this COVID-19 crisis. I'm willing to work hand in hand with these leaders, and I think I'm the best candidate for place two, based on my experience and my qualifications to be your next BISD trustee for place two.
I can't remember the name of the individual that posted that. Something, and please let them know they're welcome to come on, guys. They're welcome to come on. One of the things that I did promise is, going to have anyone out there that's running, that's seeking office, give them the opportunity to come on and, take some hard questions. Hey, it's a platform. Frankie is right. Finally. Mr. Capistan passed a while back, right? If you're referring to Mr. Capistan from the food service, director of food services, yes. I think it was back in 2016, if I'm not mistaken. Not sure. I got your punto caliente right here. Finally, my love life has started to flourish again. And just like that. Erasmo, ¿habrá debate entre los candidatos a la mesa directiva? Sé de que por lo menos va a haber uno. So no sé. Can you play Fall Guys? Massive. I love you, Massive.
I have no idea what that is.
I don't know. He's trying to, I don't know. Hey, Erasmo, good evening, everyone. Someone please explain that to me. So what Bronzo needs to vote? Blue Trump has never heard of Bronzo, Texas. He hates Mexicans, especially by the border. And I'm going to say, I don't think Trump hates Mexicans. I think he's representing his people, Rosie, and for good or for bad, there's a big sentiment out there in regards to illegal immigration. And, a lot of us that live here in the border town, I think can relate a certain bit. There's also that sentiment that, we should think of America first. I mean, I think we should think of Americans first before we become, the freebie givers to the rest of the world. I want us to take care of our veterans. I want us to take care of our homeless. I want us to take care of our poor children. A lot of our children fall under the poverty line. I know for a fact because I saw the at-risk list at the district. So I want my country to take care of our people first, and look, the United States is a very, very rich country. We have the opportunity to serve our people and to serve other nations as well. We do. I think that's my opinion. We don't have school supplies because you refuse to play Fall Guys. I wish I knew what that meant. Love you. Sylvia spent the damn money. Y si ganan, seguirán con ese show para explicar su trabajo al 100%. Déjame decirte una cosa, Ariel. El hacer el programa se vuelve en casi una adicción, porque para mí es muy divertido. Es muy divertido. Me encanta, es placentero y espero que pues otorgue un servicio a nuestra comunidad. So, tu servidor te hace esa promesa que después de ganar el puesto el día 3 de noviembre vamos a seguir diariamente con este programa. Bueno, por lo menos tu servidor. Hey, they are in Sylvia's pocket. Look, that's part of the problem, guys. See, people like Minerva, people like Lil Eddie, and Laura, Prissy, and Drew, if those people Sylvia can manipulate and control, those people, you think she's not going to control a rich little kid that has never said rich little kids? Because there's a couple so far. There's a couple of rich little Rancho Viejo 19 kids running for BISD. Do you think Sylvia's not going to eat them for lunch? No, bitch, shut up. She is. No, bitch, shut up. Yeah, I don't get it either. Whatever happened to that Zach Blevins that was all up in your business when you had the DWI? Was he being backed up by St. Joe Mafia? No. And look, and I had the opportunity to speak with Zach after I resigned. I actually met up with him at Seventh and Park. It was kind of a funny thing because I was there and he walks in and is ordering coffee and it's like he noticed I was. Are you beeping, Frankie?
I hope not.
Okay, something's beeping. So he walks in and And I guess he was like, oh crap, he's right there. And I went up there and I shook his hand. I said, hey man. And I think what happened, a lot of the other people, they encouraged him. Hey man, no, this and this and this and this, because that's what these people do. They encourage. So I think Sylvia had a hand in it. I think a lot of the elite little people had a hand in it, which is okay, man. Again, and we had a good conversation. I don't think that, look, and I do real well with a lot of my St. Joe people. I love my St. Joe people. I'm not dissing my St. Joe people. I mean, I have some good support at St. Joe. I have family that are St. Joe. It's not the issue. The issue is the attitude of St. Joe. That's the problem. If you have the St. Joe attitude and you've never set foot in a public school in your life, how can you relate to my people? You can't. El Bad Hombre. Love you. Ramiro Reina, do you want to play? How many dices are we short? From 14,000. My math isn't too good, but we have 2,000. Philip said we had 14, so I'm going to say 12, 13. I'm not good at math. 12. We're short 40,000. I mean, it's embarrassing to have parents call and ask how we've been and have to tell them what we don't know yet. And again, this is the problem. And the ones that are going to get los gritos de los papás de familia are you, Maria.
The teachers.
And the teachers and the counselors and the principals. That's what my principals told me throughout the day today. They said, Erasmo, help us. I mean, the principals were saying, Erasmo, that beep. Is it your phone, Frankie? Okay. It's throughout the day, they were out there, and calling and texting. Erasmo, yeah, we've had enough. We know what's going to happen. Se va a hacer un desmother. El super hiding in his office, the principals having to deal with angry parents and threats of leaving our district for idea when it is out of our hands. 100% Peppermint, Patty. 100%. And that's what really concerned me. Because, I mean, I understand what my principals are saying. Because I've seen those parents. Those parents are, no, mi hijo es un angelito. Mi hijo es un angelito. No. El principal, el director. No. And the ones that are going to have to deal with that crap are my staff and principals.
I'm sure Erasmo, I'm sure the district right now is receiving lots of phone calls from concerned parents. We are 2 weeks away from the start of the new school year. Teachers probably don't even know how it's going to be, much less the parents and the students. So again, this all goes back to, leadership. We don't have nobody at the top willing to, provide our community with some sort of direction. And that's unfortunate because you would think that during a pandemic, somebody would rise up to the occasion, really get the bull by the horns and say, look, this is plan A, plan B, plan C. We're going to go with plan A. And if it doesn't work out, then we're going to do this and this and this. But, like everything, we just leave everything to the last minute. We have people on the board who believe that it's a hoax. Unfortunately, we've seen the devastation that this virus has caused here locally within the district. We've had, one too many deaths. So, it's unfortunate that the parents are still in the dark. They still don't know what to expect going into this next school year. And Erasmo, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time for the students, the parents to adjust. And without any guidance, without any direction, we're going at this blind. And it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, I still have stickers, Luis. Stop by my office or send me an inbox and I'll deliver them. Blevin was one of Atkinson's puppets. Well, look, and nothing against Zach. I don't think he was a continuous puppet. I think he was used by Sylvia. That beep. I think he was used by Sylvia and by Drew. And I think Drew was the one that approached him because she's white. And she had that conversation with him, and they were all buddies. So yeah, I do see where that they had those conversations. But again, I'm good with Zach. I mean, I understand the temptation of we accomplished something, and the truth is they accomplished Nothing. Because, I don't blame Zach for my resignation. I don't blame him at all. I don't blame Sylvia for my resignation. I blame myself. I blame myself 100%. And, I went through the process and I took responsibility for my actions. 100%. Hey, Erasmo, I got your punto caliente right here. Otra vez. Erasmo, en buena onda parece todo un naco. Just by the way you talk, you should never represent, not even a tortilleria. Well, I don't hear you talking, but just by the way you look like a someone that works at a tortilleria. So, come on out here anytime you want and let's have a discussion. Idiota. Stupid. And I lost my comments. Is that enough, Rolando? You will have those votes for sure, Erasmo. God bless. Appreciate you. Does anyone want to... I'm actually going to avoid your comments. Like the BISD board's brain, it doesn't exist. Are the will papers, they are due today. Please, 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 anyone out there, please submit the will documents today. If you submit them tomorrow, we cannot process them on Saturday. Thank you. I called today to my daughter's school and they told me that they do not have the tablets for first graders. It's going to be a disaster. Because again, they should have started early. I'm not saying people should vote for Trump. However, they should vote for what is best for the United States. Mexican is a nationality, not a race. I don't think Trump hates any Americans. He loves all Americans. I totally agree with Frankie. Me estás cambiando, Lolita. Erasmo, your race will be like Kennedy and Nixon. Vas a ganar por guapo. Preach. Good evening, Frank. Good evening, Zulu. Singing challenge. If I win, I get to join the stream. You're on. I accept the challenge, Ramiro. I wish there was a third choice running for president. So do I. I think we need to continue to build up the third party system. I wish the libertarians would actually amount to something, or an independent man. Really. I mean, or Kanye West is running, but goodness gracious. Que guapos, run the family. It stopped with me. All these blunders show how unqualified all the higher ups are in real life scenarios. Yeah, and sometimes it takes these type of events, to show the lack of leadership that some individuals possess, despite the fact of possessing very, very high salaries. Hey guys, good evening. Hey, Kimberly Green, see you Saturday for Raspas at the Wills Clinic. ¿Dónde puedo agarrar una shirt del famoso Erasmo? Juan, stop by my office. Guys, with the shirts, I only have like 4 or 5 shirts left. I've literally ran out of shirts. So please come pick one up. I think we should get a second batch next week. But the shirts, gone. And I'm surprised. I've never given out all my shirts ever. So send me an inbox one at 1240 East Madison. Really? Money? Really? Really? Hey, does Frankie have shirts? No, he's poor.
They're coming in. They're coming in this week or next. I'll be sure to make a post and let everybody know. I already have several people asking me, so we'll be giving out cookies, masks, and T-shirts, guys. So I'll keep you posted.
I better get some masks. No. How y'all doing? Hey, my man, love you, Papa. Stop by and visit me. Screw the rich kid opponent. Preach. What about Julieta Garcia? That's a rumor that has been going on that Julieta Garcia is going to enter the race. Let me tell you, I've heard it from 3, 4, 5 different people. Now, will Julieta do well? Maybe. It depends on who she wants to run against. If she runs against where there's a place where there's no females, maybe. Just depends. Who is she going to run against? I don't know. She could come and jump in my race if she wants. I mean, me and Julieta go back a long, long way. I was fighting her when she was president of UTB-TSC. So, sure, Julieta Garcia. I'm Dr. Julieta Garcia. Sorry, I apologize. Come into my race. It's getting warm in here. Good evening, Adriana. Actors 2020. Don't bitch it up. Singing challenge, you're on. Where's my sign, Mr. Castro? I actually ran out of signs too. I only have two more big signs left. And again, I've never experienced this, guys. I hate distance learning, but what I hate more is dying. And El Bad Hombre, I'm there with you. I hate distance learning. I hate puntos calientes, punto caliente, punto caliente, punto caliente, punto caliente, punto caliente, punto caliente, punto caliente. I hate them. I hate them. I'd rather have face-to-face learning, but life is always a lot better. I am a product of BISD also. Awesome. White shirt, Frankie Olivo. That's kind of racist, but it's right. Well said. Fernando Woody Sanchez, my man. The gentleman in the white shirt, who is Jamie? What was she doing for BISD in the past? The white shirt will win. Lolita must love you. She does. I love her too. Aprovechando el rating del post, Bingo Gardens está pagando muy bien fuego desde $6. Don't go to Bingo Cemetery. Shout out to Ethan Lopez.
Hey, Ethan.
Have you tried chorizo?
Don't say
No.
it.
Yeah. People watching live, you're invited to. No! Bingo Cemetery, don't go. It's a trap. Sylvia! Give back the money! Mendiga rata asquerosa. ¿Por qué no quiere Erasmo a la Minerva, la pingüina? Because she is stupid. A stupid woman. Yes, thank you for thinking like that. We'll take care of America first. Again, this is my opinion, guys. And if you have a different opinion, I'm okay. I agree 100% with you, Erasmo. Americans first, 100%. Bingo Gardens, tercos. We don't need your service, Mr. Castro. Let me tell you, there's a lot of other things that you need, Orlando. Service isn't one of them, baby. Imbecile. You're still coming onto my page, you stupid troll. Stupid. Vete a trolear otra parte, imbécil. What they said about Niños Incorporated is true. It's a lot more than people don't know. Like this year, audit had affected some employees' federal tax. Let me tell you, I think they're getting down to the bottom of it. I don't know. Atkinson is friends with the parents of the rich kids running. 100%, man. Look at guys. They gave money to the Atkinson people. I don't know why the Lopez family all of a sudden forgot. I don't know why they forgot that all that information is in campaign finance reports. Hey, Erasmo, what time do you want me on tomorrow? Any specific topics? Hey, Judge, we're going to be talking about the numbers, coronavirus, COVID-19. We might do a little bit of RV-19. We might do a little bit of, just what's going on here locally. And there's a lot of, I think, a lot of questions that you may be able to help out. A lot of people have a lot of legal questions out there. Just a general opinion, Judge. And thank you again for your time. Greatly appreciated, sir. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Saw little Eddie getting up a step ladder to get on his scooter. Put a booster chair. He has more balls than you. You ain't. Sit down, kitty cat. Amen, brother. I love this man. Good evening, gentlemen. Used to work for the U.S. Customs and Border as a part-timer, and knowing what they do to the paper of many immigrants really is terrible and very corrupt. There's corruption in all areas, man. And that's the stuff that we need to unite, come together, and together we need to fight all that crap. I love you, Leon. Yes, man. Hey, guys. Hey, Benny. Love you. Hey, no, please, rich kids, no, exactly that attitude does not help. I'm late, but unfortunately, he hasn't gotten a shirt. Andy wants a shirt. Love you, Amanda. Say hi to grandma. You're being bugged, Erasmo. It's okay. I'm okay. And guys, I don't mind people like Rolando coming out and doing their stuff. Man, part of it. Es ruido del radio Nextel que le falta batería. No, hombre, aquí lo tengo. Nomás que while the superintendent reports to work every day when only two people are there, him and someone else. It's very true, Lucifer. And then he goes, pues, if I can go up to work, a teacher with 22 students can also come into work. It's the same thing. Same thing. Damn, stupid. It's Dr. Essential Worker's fault. He'll be in his third floor cubbyhole with his underserved extended contract and getting no blame. Yeah. Trump does not hate Mexicans. He is against illegal immigration. Illegal immigration does not equal Mexicans. Preach. Well, yeah, there's illegal immigration from all countries. Evening, Lea. Late. Te queremos mucho. Yo también, es verdad. Muchas bendiciones. Los amo. Y necesito de todo su ayuda y su apoyo. Un beso. Usually, first days back means paperwork taken from home from students and then asked to bring it back to school. Is this going to happen still? No. It's going to be a disaster, bro. It's going to be a disaster because there is no plan, primo. And there should have been a plan back in April. In April, man. Thank you, Massive. Thank you. Love you. The way I see it, Erasmo, the school district has no organization, communication, or constipation. No, they don't have any constipation or consistency. No, you're right, Agapito. And that's part of the problem. But that's why we have to be proactive. We have to be proactive and have a little bit of vision. And look, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist. We have been consistent saying it back since April. Start to plan for distance learning. Start to plan. They refused. Estaban tercos. And just to prove me wrong, what would you plan be if you were elected? Very easy, very quick. 2-3 sentences. Do a 180 in regards to everything that these individuals have implemented in the past 5-6 months. Ease the tension of our staff and, bring the responsibility back to where the responsibility is supposed to lie. And that is in the superintendent that is actually making all this money and not give the brunt force of the backlash to our staff, our personnel, and my principals. So again, to all the principals that called in today, thank you, man. Thank you. We can do this together. We can make it change. We can bring it back to the people. And that's one of the things that I want to hold every other candidate that's running. Please make that commitment to bring it back to the people. A board that truly serves the people, Lovely.
My plan would be to improve the special education programs. That way we can give our special needs students, the best services possible. Another thing would be compensation for all BISD employees. We are the richest district south of San Antonio, and we deserve to be they deserve to be compensated that way. Another thing, I want to change the morale. No more retaliation. I want teachers, staff to be vocal, criticize, what they see wrong, and possibly make suggestions. Those are 3 things that I hope to change, in November when I'm elected.
Another note, my son has been volunteering at the Habitat for Humanity Restores. And yeah, David, I didn't mean it as an insult, man. It was just trying to think of a comeback. I love tortilla bakeries. On another note, my son has been volunteering at the Habitat for Humanity Restore store here in Austin. I have to go with him since I'm his father, and an adult has to be present. Wow. Oh my gosh. Thank you for doing that, and thank you to your son. It's very, very impressive. It doesn't matter how many haters you have, you still have my vote. I love you, Minnie. Thank you. And I value your vote. Thank you. Erasmo, any info from the Head Starts teachers? Actually contacted the Cameron County Health Department, and Cameron County Health Department, they promised that they were going to look into it. They promised to send individuals. And, I'm going to call them back again tomorrow to see if they have any progress. The problem with our health department is they seem to think that they're overwhelmed. But again, this is something that's very important because our Head Starts, they're dealing with a lot of our children out there. A lot of our children. And I love our Head Starts. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love my Head Starts. I'm constantly invited to read at the Head Starts. So I'm not going to stop until they give me a definite answer in regards to the safety of our personnel out there, my teachers at the Head Starts, and my children that go out to the Head Starts. And thank you so much, Smiley, for bringing that to my attention, man. I love you. Hey, hi, Matt. My husband noticed this morning that the BISD webpage is not updated with a county judge's date of no face-to-face till September 8th. I asked him to call me in office and requested to call the superintendent and secretary to his message. I was going to pass on the comment. My husband's comment, yeah, it's not going to happen, Maria. They don't care. Oh my God, Erasmo sounds more professional and educated than our superintendent does. Have you heard him speak? Oh God, yes. I have recordings. It's not pretty. Zamora. Share it. The thing is that we have a plan B in case their plan A is not ready, but we might get in trouble because they want us to do things their way. Quieren decir rana y que brinques. Yeah, y ese es el problema, Tania. Look, parte del problema, Tania, is de que they're not bringing in the professionals. The professionals are not part of the task force. And by the professionals, I mean the teachers, counselors, principals, these individuals. I think they have one principal on there. And the one principal, and I love him, man. I love him. The one principal that they have on the task force is the one that was having the birthday parties out there in the middle school. You know, in the middle of the Rona. Come on, man. Fall guy is a colloquial phrase that refers to a person to whom blame is deliberately and falsely attributed in order to deflect blame from another party. Oh, not Kanye. No! Kanye. How about chicken? Me gusta el pollo. Give t-shirts to the homeless beggars. They are always out in the high traffic area. But it's, you know, it's kind of a bad political move because, you know, it's just kind of a bad political move because most people don't like the panhandlers that are out in the middle of the street asking for money. I'll tell you right now, I don't. I do not like the individuals who are walking in the middle of cars asking for money. And they're always over here on International. And it's dangerous. It's dangerous for them. And they're also on 802. It's dangerous for them. And it's dangerous for us. Because in any instant, they'll jump in front of your car and then you go to jail. So, no, there is a no panhandling ordinance in the city of Bronzeville. I want it enforced. And it's nothing against these guys. Most of them are crackheads. I'm sorry. It's true. Frankie is wearing a white shirt. Yeah. But no undershirt. It's kind of gross. I wonder if the turtle riding superintendent know these days are numbered. He's laughing his way to the bank. Thanks to Prissy, Moby Dick, Tipton, and Willy Wonka Drew. Frankie, I want a shirt. Olivo, you can count on my rasp machine. I want a raspa too. What I want to know, Erasmo and Frankie, how will you reform the BISD board if you are elected? What will you do to end the corruption? How will your students and educators benefit? Very easy. Quick 1-2 sentence. Campaign finance reform. Term limits. Campaign finance reform, term limits. Stop board members from dipping their hand into the pocket of vendors. Stop it. It's got to end. No more vendor money to win campaigns. No more. 2, term limits. A board member should not serve more than 2 terms. That's it. Why? Yeah. End it. Let somebody else take a turn. If you didn't accomplish anything in 2 terms, what's going to make anyone think that you deserve a 3rd or a 4th? No, but shut up. It's over. The party is over. It's like Minerva. I don't know what you all were thinking in voting for her again. 4 years ago, she's a bumbling idiot. So I don't want anyone in my community. And someone sent me a message today. God bless y'all guys. I love y'all. Someone sent me a message today, and I accidentally clicked on their name and went to their page, and they had one of Minerva's little posts on their page. Guys, don't send me messages, please, if you're going to be out there promoting Minerva's crap. Please. Please. Please don't do that to me.
One thing for me, and I'm going to be real big on it, is based on qualifications for getting, certain positions. There's been a culture of people getting, jobs because they're compadres, because they're buddies with school board members. That's going to change. That has to change. I want the best qualified candidate to be in these positions. That is the only way that we will be able to motivate our teachers, our staff, our counselors, our administrators to be proactive in this hiring process. Because if we could show our community that we hire from within and we hire the best possible candidate, that's going to go very far in regards to our retention rate, our morale. It just encompasses a lot of things. So any corruption for me would be hiring the best candidate available, preferably from within our district. Moving forward, I think that would benefit the community and that would benefit BISD as a whole if we hire from within based on qualifications.
What will you do for the mentally ill students? Teachers are not trained to educate. Yeah, yes, 100%. Guys, we need more professional staff. We need more professional staff to deal with our special need kids. It's very, very simple. The problem is that our special ed department had their funds gutted. They had their funds taken away, just like the band kids, just like the fine arts students. So special ed got their funds taken away. We've got to restore the funds back to special ed. We got to provide more personnel to take care and, to make our paraprofessionals, our teachers out there, special ed teachers, special ed paraprofessionals job a lot easier, a lot easier. It's very, very simple. We just need to distribute the money where it is needed the most. And it has not been happening. La stupid.
Sorry. That is correct. Very quickly, that is correct. And that's been, my platform. Special ed department, the special needs students are always overlooked. We have to relocate our funds to specifically designate more staff, more training, more paraprofessionals to this area. Unfortunately, we focus on, giving more raises to top heavy individuals within the district. And while we are affected, in other departments, especially special needs, very quickly, technology was just incorporated this or last year. We need to do that a little bit more in regards to our special needs students so they can thrive in this technological age that we're living in.
Massive, I'm just joking with you, Massive. I don't know exactly who you are. I don't know exactly who you are. I love you, man. And send me an inbox. I love you, and I appreciate your friendship, man. Send me an inbox. Thank you. Sylvia is giving choo pop. You want me to say it? Elbow cough. Sent you a message, thought you might get a kick out of it. Let me check. I did get a message. Let me read it real quick. Erasmo, I called Stillman to sign up for a hotspot for my son. I was told there aren't any more hotspots because Stillman had only received 40 total, and they were already taken. They haven't even started passing out tablets or laptops. Guys, it's going to be a cluster. And you know whom people are going to be upset with the principal and the principals were calling me today. They haven't even started passing out the tablets or laptops. We live in a rural area and our internet connection sucks. And we already have hotspots on our phones. What are the students? Sorry. What are the students supposed to do if they can't log on to join their classes to work or assignments? What the heck is the school with 1,500 students with only 40 hotspots? Please inquire about this. I will. And I'm sorry that happened. I am so sorry that happened. I will acquire. Accident 2020. Jennifer, pórtate bien, Jennifer. Why are they talking about bingo gardens in Brownsville has had their employees with the COVID-19? There was an infected person who they had to call the paramedics. It's guys, bingo cemetery, guys. It's bingo cemetery. And goodness gracious, guys, they should not be on. You're right, Osmo. They hated little Eddie at the police department. El Enano is obsessed with you. Kind of spooky. Let me tell you, I understand the guy's obsession with me. Look, I'm handsome and totally not fat. I understand people are obsessed with me. And part of what really trips me out is that he wants to pretend like he knows how to deal with social media, sending all my friends friend requests. Hey, little man, let me tell you something. I have thousands of people sending me friend requests. Many can't even send me friend requests anymore. That's the way it's supposed to work, little Eddie. They're supposed to come to you. You're not supposed to be sending my friends friend requests, you bumbling idiot. I gave you a chance. Yeah, I'm done with you. El Frankie needs Chavita también. Maybe. You should not even have school online. We need some form of education. We need some form of continuity. Let me tell you, Benny Ann, as much as a lot of our students out there are saying, "Oh, we don't want school, we don't want school," you know, they need to keep their mind active instead of just letting it waste away on video games and TikTok and other things. And you know what? I'm hoping that my teachers start to incorporate. That's something that we talked to Mayor Trey Mendez with. I'm hoping that our teachers can incorporate a lot of the things that our students like TikTok, Instagram, videos, integrate that into their programs. Man, there's a wealth of knowledge out there. There's a lot that can be learned from these things. And also, it's kind of suspicious how now that the schools are about to open, cases are going down. Yeah, but again, we've been receiving fake numbers for months now, Victor. See, that's what really pisses me off. Our numbers are fake. And so, do I trust the county with today's numbers? I don't. I honestly don't. I've lost all faith in their number presentation. And also, yes. Hi, Erasmo. Hey, Patricia, how's it going? Love you. I love your hair. Goodness gracious. Serious question. If, when, you win, will you be allowed to visit campuses like before? They are great things, like they will bully you into not visiting. Yes. The only reason that they wanted to stop me from visiting campuses was because they had the majority, and they were doing everything they could to quell my popularity out there, because they hated the fact that everywhere I went, I got the same response that I get now. And again, I'm very grateful. I'm not saying it arrogantly. I'm not saying it as the uppity. I'm very humbled at the love, appreciation of my people here in the city of Brownsville. I love you all, guys. I really do. I love you all. And yes, we will definitely start to encourage board members to be ambassadors for the district, to fight for all personnel out there, to do what Erasmo was doing when he was a board member. Highly encouraged. David Castro, are you talking about the emergency card and the stuff like that? When they give the kids their books next week, they get the important forms then. At least that's what we're doing. I don't know what about other schools. And that's part of another issue. There is no uniformity sometimes amongst all schools. And again, that's something that comes with a lack of leadership as well. Are you going to keep making live videos with existing and new issues once you get elected? I promise you, Abel. I swear to you, Abel, I will be on here every day as long as you promise to come back and visit with me, Papa. I'll be out here. I promise. Thank you. Set up a program for the teachers and staff if they can come up with a better way. Yeah, and actually, they do have a show. Teachers through AOBE have a show coming out on Thursdays at 7 o'clock. So good job, Frankie. Where will you get the funding for the programs? What programs? Please elaborate, and perhaps I might consider voting for you. Please, no vague generalizations. Thanks. Lucifer, you scared him. Um, I will answer the question if you want. Put up a post real quick, and I'll see if you want me to answer the question. But we'll let Frankie come back on. I didn't kick him off. Make BISD great again. Frankie and Limo both have my vote. Thank you for having our backs. As a teacher and mother, BISD students appreciate. Love you, Adriana. Lucifer, I'm sorry that happened. I mean, I don't think he ran away with the question. But again, if you want me to answer, let me know. And if not, hopefully he'll pop back up. Sorry. That was kind of a, hey, did you work your magic, Lucifer? Okay, thank you so much for everything you guys are doing. I love you, Smiley. God bless you, Papa. It's a joke. Erasmo hates poor people. Massive, I don't love you anymore. Erasmo hates poor people and Fall Guys. No, I don't. Oh, Frankie, pop back up. Maybe he went to go study your question real quick, Lucifer.
Hi, guys. Frankie, where you get the funding for the programs? What programs? Please elaborate, and perhaps I might consider voting for you. Please no vague generalizations. Right now, it is going to be very hard. We understand that funding is going to be very limited, but we have to find ways. There are grants out there from the federal government, state, that we should be looking for. And again, we have to relocate all our resources to better equip the special needs department, special education, life skills, at-risk department. But again, it is only going to be if our superintendent, if our current board, our new board is going to be focused on these special ed, special needs population students. So again, it's not going to be easy. I totally understand that. It's not going to be something that's going to change from one day to the next. But I'm confident working with my colleagues on the board that this is something that we could focus on and we can achieve. Again, I applaud Ms. Lipa for doing a great job of, trying to incorporate technology. And that's going to be something that we should focus on. But again, it's not going to be easy. I don't have the resources available. We understand that, but we have to make everything possible. We have to do everything possible to make sure that we have the resources available. How is that going to be done? We have to work with the numbers. Again, our finance department should do a better job of focusing on giving this department more attention, and that's something that I would focus on when I'm on the board.
I don't know if Lucifer wanted me to answer part of that question, but if you do, let me know. Because it was directed at Frankie. But let me know, Lucifer. So did BIZ agree September 28th judge order? No, not yet. Part of the problem, Ruby, is if you remember correctly, the 4 weeks that they had requested will probably fall on the 28th anyway. Remember that BIZ had already said that they were going to wait 4 weeks. So from the 25th of August to the 28th, it should be about 4 weeks. They were going to ask for a waiver. But with that said, if you heard the president today on his press conference, you sort of get the idea that they're going to be pushing for face-to-face learning very, very soon. So, guys, it's coming. Are we ready as a district? Are we ready as a community? We are not. We need fighters. We don't need flops. You should do a small section of mean tweets just for laugh. Alivo, both you and Erasmo have my vote. Thank you for always looking out for us as a teacher and a parent of VA students. I appreciate it. Thank you, but I love you. And no super should get a raise after just 1 year or extension. No. Neither. Not. You guys totally deserve to win. I'm praying to see the day Bronzo transforms into what is meant to be the best town in the United States of America. The board needs to review all the administrative salaries. Yes. Especially main office. Yes. Because they are the ones that are benefiting from the district. Yes. We generate money from the district via special ed, but it doesn't come back to the student. Yes. And that was part of my answer to Lucifer's question, Rudy. The problem that we have with special education and the funding out there is that the allocation of funds have screwed our special students over. The allocation of funds, because what was happening at the district was the ones that in regards to the funds that were coming in, the federal funds, they were all being diverted. That's why they lost like $25 million. They lost $25 million, and they were scrambling to put it back together, put it back into place. Plus, you have Mary Tolman, Sylvia's sister, controlling federal funds and making principals and making individuals beg for their own money. Beg her, because that's the kind of attitude they have. They want to have that sense of power. You are 100% correct. It's all a matter of allocation of funds. 100%. Just have to reallocate the funds to where they're supposed to go, to the students, not to hire more compadres, not to hire more fleets of vehicles. I mean, we've got an architect. Guys, we have an architect that we're paying $90,000 to. What the freak has the architect done all year? Honestly, someone, what has the architect done during Rona? Nothing! It's Philip's buddy. Philip made the superintendent hire his buddy. Why is our BSD board not looking into the $1 billion our president has allocated in grant? I don't know. They don't care. Maybe friends of administration and teachers are getting first bids for hotspots. Los puntos calientes. They already did starting in Monday on sixth graders and seventh graders, laptops and small kids. You got to do the survey online. Yeah, but even if you do the survey online, Yvonne, if you only have 40 hotspots for a school of 1,500, it's not even going to put a dent into it. That's part of the problem. Hello, sorry I failed you today. We'll try again soon. Thank you. You won't be disappointed with the video project. Appreciate you, man. Love you. And that's why you should make a shirt that says, vote for me. I'm handsome and totally not fat. That's a great idea.
Don't give ideas.
There have been so many outbreaks and infected. There has been so many outbreaks and infected with the COVID-19 in the bingo gardens in Brownsville, including their employees. There is also a woman who has infected with the COVID-19, and her last known place she visited was the bingo gardens in Brownsville, where she felt ill. And from there, she went to the emergency room, where later she passed away from COVID-19. May she rest in peace. And part of the problem is, look at the people that actually go to these bingos. They are elderly and individuals with underlying conditions. It's not a good thing, guys. Trump is banning TikTok. What?
I heard that the U.S. was going to buy TikTok, Erasmo.
Someone make a TikTok out of that. Why are the most rich school districts in RGV? Why can't we provide hotspots? Donna did look at what McAllen's doing, guys. McAllen, even the city is being very proactive. They're putting up these towers where they're going to make the city of McAllen into a smart city. Guys, that's the vision that we need from our leadership. We don't have it. We don't have it at the school district, and we sure as heck don't have it at the city. Hey, guys, God bless you all and the family. Thank you, John Priscilla Mora. God bless my Mora family. Is the 504 program still going to protect our kids that are under that? Yes, 100%. We have to guarantee that. But again, one of the things that is very important is we need to make sure that everyone out there is on the same page. Part of the problem, John Priscilla Mora, is that we have no plan. And right now, look, I was talking to some individuals yesterday. I was talking to some individuals yesterday in regards to the constant care that our 504 kids need. We need to up our game. We have to offer a little bit more training out there. We have to provide a little bit more resources. We have to provide more personnel. And we have to provide for the safety of these individuals. Sure, question applies to both. Good. And I hope that I answered part of it, but we do have to have a reallocation of funds. And I'm glad that my friend out here mentioned it. We do have to have a relocation of funds. Honestly, Lucifer, our students were gutted $25 million. $25 million that was taken from the special eds program, because there is funding that comes from the federal government and from the state government for our special needs kids that surpasses the amount that is given to us for our regular students, for our students that aren't special ed. So we have to give them back their money. Give them back their money. Give them back their program. But look, how could you have that when we have, to this day, an interim special ed director, special services director? She's still an interim, man. She hasn't been given the job. She hasn't been given the opportunity. And that is considering, Lucifer, that she applied for the position 7 times. And each of those 7 times, she came out on top. On top. And they refused to hire her. Refused to hire her. Will football, volleyball coaches get paid if there is not a season? They will get paid, but they will be teaching something else. Because for anyone out there that is a coach, they should be out there teaching a subject. And again, guys, it's a great opportunity for the district to reinvent even sports in some way, shape, or form. Look, let's talk about volleyball and football. There's a lot of things to be taught with volleyball and football, and we always talk about them as like something cute to say. Oh, football teaches team building. Football teaches discipline. Well, hey, all that stuff that you used to say that these sports taught, start elaborating a program that teaches them and explains to people. So maybe with this little rest, people will start to understand when we say little catchy phrases like, Oh, they learn how to make Fabergé eggs or something. I don't know. And I don't know, what are you eating now? I'm still eating my McDonald's. Thank you, my people that brought me McDonald's today. Let me tell you guys again. Thank you for bringing me McDonald's. This is the first time I have drank Coke, soft drinks, in like 8 years. I have not had soft drinks, but I am drinking this one. Again, I stopped drinking soft drinks for my health. Cut off all those sugars because there's so much sugar in soft drinks. Really, if you can drop soft drinks, that's a great thing. And let me tell you, I have literally not had a soft drink in 8 years till tonight. And thank you for bringing me McDonald's. I love you. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make me a very wealthy man, and I love y'all. Castro and Frankie, number one, preach. Love you, Mora. Rancho Viejo kids enjoy chorizo. Ya pero lo decía.
Come on, John.
And bilingual monies as well. Yes. Peppermint Patty's right. We have to beg for staples, and they're told that they are $1 at the dollar store. Yes. They make my personnel beg for the material that's already there. It's madness. And look, Peppermint Patty and these teachers there, principals, they know that I'm not lying. They know that I'm speaking truth. I'm woke. I'm woke.
Woke.
Eres la mera pipa, Erasmo. Love you, Patricia. I love your hair. Really. I love it. Thank you very much. Asking for a waiver. Correct me if I'm wrong, but TEA said they will not cut funding if face-to-face is not conducted. They're asking. They stated that they wouldn't cut funding, but again, they are going to want the districts to beg a little bit. Always wondered how much money was spent on BSD is the best, and too much. And it's spent on the people that are the compadres. Look, guys, I'm going to say something, and again, there's a lot of this kind of come out during the race. Well, I'll give you a little tidbit. Do y'all remember when our school buses, they had that advertising on the side of it? Remember that? You know who got that contract? Anyone? Pink Ape. Pink Ape got the contract. You know why Pink Ape is very well known for? And look, and nothing against the owners, nothing against them. But they're the ones that, turned federal evidence against Sylvia Atkinson because they were involved with the movie deal. These are the same individuals that, all of a sudden they were being questioned in regards to $2 million back with the advertising on the buses. Guys, nothing that happens in the district is coincidence. Nothing. So you're right on point, Maria Magdalena. Right on point. There's so much out there that needs to be exposed. Now, there's a lot of things that I cannot say because I'm the only board member that ever went to the feds voluntarily, went to the feds. The only one. Because I was not going to be a part of that corrupt group in any way, shape, or form. Mr. Erasmo, where would your office be located at? 1240 East Madison. Come on by. I'll be here tomorrow from 8:45 till 4:45. 1240 East Madison. I'm here right now. Stop by. I still have a couple of shirts, Leon. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mora family. Erasmo Frankie, our president has allocated billions of dollars for education for the mentally ill and trained for teachers on how to teach mentally. Awesome. And we need all the money we can get. 100%. Good night, man. Workout done. Time for some Whataburger. Invita, primo. So sad when in 2018 there was discussion but no action regarding Wi-Fi hotspots issues, but the board and administration were too focused on the scoreboard. Also around that time, discussion on device for students, but again, nothing. Yeah, and you know what, Elda? That's one of the things that I actually brought back from one of my first conferences that I went to because I have to fulfill certain hours as a board member. And I challenged the district for us to be a one-on-one. We should be a one-on-one. We should have been a one-on-one, and you're right, in 2018. But we're not a one-on-one. And I found that a lot of other smaller districts here close to us are one-on-one. We need to be one-on-one. I'm dropping sodas. Yes, they're not good for you. Send kids to school wearing Zorb balls or maintain social distance. They bounce away from each other. Okay, Frankie, nice try. Fair. You sound like a true politician, kid. And that's what can the new board do to remove people like Mary Tolman from a position who cannot be trusted with federal funds? I think, and I might be mistaken, I think I heard that she might have been moved. If she is still there, she needs to be moved immediately. Needs to be moved immediately. Again, all these people, Kat, they need to reapply for their positions. They need to reapply for their positions. If you and Frankie and Carlos win for the school board, is there going to be a victory party? Yes. And we sort of made a promise that going to rent a condo out the island. Y'all are invited, and you're going to have to put your cell phones, telephones in a lockbox.
I'll see you through Zoom, guys. I have a Zoom party.
And that's what, if you get elected, will you still be ratting them out? 100%. Nice try, Frankie, the real politician. Let me tell you, yeah, look, and again, Lucifer, I was elected on November the 6th in 2018. By February the 14th of that following year, February 14th, 3 months later, I was walking into the federal FBI office. And I'm very proud that I did. But yeah, we're going to weed out. And we have an opportunity together to weed out all that crap. All of it. But we have to unite, man. We have to do it together. And there's a lot of things that we're going to disagree on, bro. And that's okay. I mean, you made some comments against me. Other people have made some comments against me. That's fine. We can throw little jabs at each other, but we have to stay focused on the prize. And the prize is returning the district, the city, and the county to actually serve our community 100%. And I appreciate your questions, man. Your questions tonight were good questions. Really. Mary Tolman is awful. Yeah. She only got the job because of Sylvia, her sister. You're very, very right. Movie theater is to open on Friday. Yeah, I know. I understand a lot of people are concerned. Personally, I miss the movies. It is one of my addictions. I love going to the movies, and I love going to the movies by myself. So don't be surprised if you see me out there at the movies by myself. It's not that Erasmo's love life sucks, but Erasmo's love life sucks. So yeah, it sucks.
That makes two of us. That makes two of us.
Horrible. But I like going to the movies by myself. I love going to the movies by myself. I just enjoy it. I don't know if y'all noticed, but me salió I think a mosquito bit me right there. And it looks like a little bag. That's why I was asking for someone to come help me with makeup. Makeup! It's getting to that point. You got my vote as well. Thank you, Lucifer. Bless you, man. Stay safe, stay woke, and keep on coming on, man. Keep on throwing those hard questions, man. Keep on throwing those hard questions at Frankie. Keep on throwing those hard questions at me, man. And the truth, well, we might not always have the answer, bro. But sometimes you need individuals that have a heart in the right place. So again, no, man, I appreciate you coming on here, and I appreciate your vote and your support. And please keep on coming on here and keep on throwing those hard questions, bro. Appreciate it, man. That makes three of us. ¿Ontan las tías solterones? Got my vote. Love you. Love you, my man. Frankie, last words.
Today I was making my rounds within our community. It's very rewarding whenever people, recognize you and say, hey, you're running, and they ask me, what are the reasons why you're running? We talked about a little bit about our platform, and they're very positive. They say, you know what, we like what you do. We hope you're transparent. We hope you're accessible. And there's anything, you need, just go ahead and let us know. It's very rewarding whenever we have a community who wants to see change, who wants to see somebody who is willing and able to take on this amazing responsibility. As we know, the 2021 school year is going to be one like no other. Due to this COVID thing, due to this financial crisis that the U.S. and possibly the district is gonna feel the ramifications of it. This November, 5 seats are up. It is very important that we elect people that are in tune with our community, that know what it's like to go through public education. Working with teachers, staff. What is the best for BISD? What is the best for our community? That is going to be very important, and it's all upon us. If we are content with what has been going on, what has been transpiring in this next couple years, and we elect the people, that people are trying to shove down, money will not win this election, guys. I'm very confident that our community wants to see positive change, and they want to be part of this movement. I went to a local, a BISD. I went to a local university, and I'm so excited to be able to serve in this capacity for our community. It is only like this that together we will have a seat at the BISD table. It is important that we together move and progress the way we see it and we envision our city and our district being for years to come. Thank you so much, guys. Tomorrow morning at Erasmo Castro, 9 a.m. Have a good night, guys. Thank you so much.
Guys, thanks so much again, guys. For anyone out there that filled out the wills documents, tonight's the deadline. Please submit them by tonight. Please. I'm voting for y'all, but please don't let the mentally ill students, never. I promise you. I swear to you. Victoria Trevino, I love you, Victoria. Gracias, mi amor. Our true leader doesn't always have the answers, but they always try their best to the community. 100%, my man. Red 2020, vote Erasmo Castro. Keep your diet. Woohoo. I know. I only drank half of the Coke. I promise. This is the first time I'm actually on a rush right now. Farra, brother, support you. I love Los Farra. And I'm going to need, Loops, I'm going to need y'all's professional help in regards to making little commercials for our Spanish community out there, the ones that y'all service, Loops. Te encargo mucho, papá. Send me a message or ven a la oficina para platicar. I want some little help with some Spanish commercials that y'all can make for us. For me. No charge. Love you. El Frankie won my vote. If I like that, Erasmo, what's going to be different from your last term? What's going to be different from my last term is that Sylvia Atkinson won't be there and she won't have control of the board. Because let me tell you, Joe, the only reason that they came after me with everything that they have, with the full force and full power of the district, was because she had control and I was reporting all her crap. So that's going to be different. I'm still going to be out there, be an ambassador for the district. I'm going to do my best to work with every single board member out there, even the board members that are left, because I hate the fact that they they helped Sylvia steal that money. They helped Sylvia pocket all that money, but you elected them. So I will have to work with them. And I'm hoping that there's only two left. Willy Wonka Drew, Horton Hears a Drew, and Prissy Moby Dick Roca Tipton. And I'm hoping those are the only two on there, guys. Really. But I will make this commitment to them. After winning this election, we will do our best to work together as long as you separate from your corrupt ways and finish out your 2-year term. And as long as you don't ever come back to run for BISD ever again. Because what you did to me is secondary. What you did to our community is una vergüenza. Vergüenza. I would pray that they opt to resign. Or I'm hoping that Laura, Drew, and Baltasar Salazar, finally learn that they're probably going to get indicted as well. Not Prissy. She probably won't get indicted. She's too stupid to get indicted. But Drew, you're in trouble. I'm sure you're in trouble. Laurita, you're in trouble. Baltasar Salazar, you're definitely in trouble, bro. So that's what I would do different, Joe. But I will continue to be an ambassador for my community. I will continue to be that voice. I will continue to be that voice that cries out in the wilderness. Always. Yes, sir. Count on us. Love you, papá. Bendiciones a la raza de la farra. Y tú también. Gracias, Sergio. Ya me estaba dando envidia, papá. Gracias, mi amor. Woo! God bless this country. God bless the USA. Will Priscilla be left? I think Drew's going to quit or get indicted. I think it'll just be Prissy. Looking forward to help you change our community. We will win. We will win, Cecilia. Together as a community. We will affect the change. Why y'all still talking? Am I in trouble? Elizabeth, I love you. And send my love to Haley, to the hubby, and to Miguel, and to
Come on the show, Elizabeth.
the little kid. Eh?
Come on the show, Elizabeth. Been a while.
Exactly. They're in our community, and all is shameful. Guys, please continue to take care of each other. If someone needs help, needs groceries, needs medicine, please take it to them. Thank you to my friends that brought me McDonald's today for supper. And thank you for the coffee. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Again, Will's Clinic, please turn in the documents by tonight. Guys, please. I'll see you here tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning. 9 o'clock in the morning. Please be good to each other. And please be good to me. God bless.